Yes? I bet operations on the key are a clown show.
You're back. So how did it go? Then things are moving forward. Perfect.
Nice job, Rook.
I was certain we'd fool Delgado, but never. She's a sharp one. Overcoming her scrutiny is no small matter. Did you discover anything worth reporting yet? Legacy. Why does that sound familiar? Wait a moment. Are you telling me Delgado may have actually located Crix's legacy?
Excuse me, Commander. Did you say Crix's legacy? Please tell me you aren't seriously going to give that any credence. Everyone knows that's just I don't know, a myth.
I'm holding tangible confirmation of the word legacy attached to Crix's name. That's too much of a coincidence to attribute to myth.
I suppose it's possible, sir. Intelligence picked up a bit of chatter on that subject recently. We assumed it was some sort of tall tale or a story to attract recruits to their cause. Well, let's find out if Delgado's chasing ghosts, or he's smarter than we suspect. Let me see what we have here. Nope. There are no records of a Gal Bank transport named the Legacy in the database. I think Delgado's trying to manipulate you. What do you think, sir?
I think there's no record because Gal Bank is hiding something. Delgado's no fool. If he risked his own neck to get that information, then he must be onto something. We have to take this seriously. What's your next move? Clever, Delgado. Very clever. If I were in your place, I'd be trying to do the exact same thing. We can't let Delgado get his hands on what could potentially turn out to be the largest haul of credits the Crimson Fleet's ever seen.
Maybe I should head out to New Atlantis, sir. I could press the Gal Bank execs for information. Get ahead of everything.
No. Let's allow this to run its course. We have our agent here feeding us information. I think that's good enough for now. There's more to this than just finding the location of the transport. Jasper Crix was clever, and for some reason, he never got there. It's imperative that you do. If the Crimson Fleet gets its hands on a transport full of currency, it would be disastrous for the settled systems. I need you to do whatever you can to bring us more information. And for God's sake, don't kill anyone on that Starliner. You're both dismissed.
Most of our operations team rats are on top of their class.
What's next on the agenda? Saving the world? Saving the galaxy? Saving the universe? a member of the UC Vanguard. We're so lucky to have
Clamps released. You didn't pass it with plan, so we must be in the right place. We have a clean dock, right on the money.
About time you showed up. All right, I want to know what's going on. I've been trying to get Delgado's attention for, oh, I don't know, 3 years now. And what do I get? Nothing but read. Then out of nowhere, just when Neva and I are close. Yeah, I figured you'd say something like that. Just another one of Delgado's loyal little soldiers. So Neva's message said you were here for Dombrowski. Was that all she sent you here to do? Or was there something else you were sent here to steal? Oh, really? Did she now? I can't believe she's trying to cut me out of this deal. Without me, the award never would have ended up here in the first place. She told you to hold that over my head, did she? Oh, that witch. Fine, I'll help. But you're doing all the legwork, and I'm still taking my cut of the payout. Anyway, we'll get to that later. First, we have a much bigger fish to fry. So why are you targeting a Gaul Bank exec anyway? Not exactly your average Crimson Fleet prey. Why the interest? Oh, I see. We're playing this game. Well, you might as well turn around and hop back aboard your ship because you're not getting near Dombrowski without my help.
Like him or not, he's the Siren's captain, so his assistance is going to be invaluable. Maybe we should hear what he has to say.
Well, well. It appears we have a mind reader here. You're absolutely right. I don't want money. I want back into the Crimson Fleet. It's as simple as that. all right. See, that wasn't so hard, was it? Now, let's talk business. Dombrowski's a full-timer aboard the Siren of the Stars. Probably spends more time cruising the space lanes than actually working. Fortunately, the Siren is hosting the Terran Preservation Society charity gala. Larry won't be able to resist showing off his VIP clout. To get what you need, you're gonna have to attend the gala, talk to his fellow philanthropists, and dig up some dirt.
Oh god. I'd rather hunt down Varun's zealots than mingle with those egotistical frauds.
Yeah, well, lucky for you, it's not black tie, so you'll be fine. This card will allow you to access the Starfield ballroom. If you need my help, I'll be relaxing in one of the upper-level lounges. Head inside and mingle with the crowd. No one likes Dombrowski, so they'll be more than happy to share his dirty secrets. Well, you better learn quick. Oh, there's one last thing. Trident equips all of their starliners with the latest acoustic threat detection. Meaning that you lose patience and kill anyone aboard the ship, security will be alerted and all hell will break loose. Anyway, I suppose that's enough to get you started. Good luck. As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Oh, and while you're at the gala, avoid the canapes. They're frozen, not fresh.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like the Siren of the Stars.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels. Hell of a ship, isn't it?
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas. Just don't touch anything, please.
With all the worthy causes and the settled systems, Oh, you'd think people wouldn't waste money on these pretentious luxuries.
Please let me know if your voyage is unsatisfactory in any way.
If you have any little ones aboard, story time with Serena will be held in the ship's library this evening.
I can't believe you just stole that.
Did you really think you could just walk off with that?
Nothing but the finest at this gala.
Instructions. If you have any needs, please enter a request into the computer located at the entryway to your cabin.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all futures. Quite a lovely starliner. No. I don't know why Larry's attending this event. He could care less about any planet, let alone the Earth. I missed out on the award to someone else last year, so this year I doubled my contributions to the society. Fingers crossed. It's critical that the society keeps the memories of Earth alive in our hearts. I'm doing my part by attending this spectacular event. I've already told you... Well, that was boring.
Have you tried the canopies?
What brings you
Horrid.
aboard?
Positively horrid.
Pleased to make your acquaintance. An open bar would have been nice, but Trident's gouging us for every credit we've got.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
That view is absolutely
Hello?
spectacular.
Are you a member of the society? Let's put it this way. He's screwed over so many people, if he suddenly disappeared from the universe, I don't think anyone would miss him. This is going to be the 9th Earth Savior Award ceremony, but the first time it's ever been held aboard a Starliner. The Society was founded about 8 years ago by... Don't forget to donate to the cause.
Here for business or pleasure? Hello. Dombrowski is married to some poor woman that he constantly leaves behind in New Atlantis when he goes on his business trips. All I know is that the award is given to whomever contributed the most to the preservation of Earth as a historic landmark. When you join, they send you a small chunk of rock from Earth itself. I keep mine on my desk. Nice to have met you.
The society chair has really outdone herself this time.
An open bar would have been nice. The considerable amounts of cash that Dombrowski donates is the only reason we allow him to attend society functions. Sheila Holbrook is chair of the award committee this year. The way she dotes over that glorified trophy, you'd think it was her own child. That's all then? Okay.
So, what? Yes, he's some kind of top dog over at Galbank. I heard he replaced someone that was caught running a fake loan scam. Enjoy the rest of the event.
I certainly hope they decide to hold all future society events aboard the Starliner.
That view is absolutely spectacular, isn't it?
Quite a lot. He's been spending a lot of time with Claudia Swist. Quality time, if you catch my meaning. I'm certain his wife doesn't know a thing about it. Well, that was boring.
Is this important? I don't have a lot of time for idle nonsense. Yes, I'm extremely busy preparing for the award ceremony. Yes, I am. Actually, I've been entrusted with the transfer of the award for the last 7 of its 9 years. Why do you ask? Forget it. I refuse to have a repeat of last year's fiasco. The winner's name is safely sealed away with the award itself, inside the master safe located at the purser's office. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have much more...
Don't forget to keep your Starfield pass.
On behalf of Trident Luxury Lines, I'd like to welcome you aboard. Welcome to the Purser's office. I'm Chief Purser Murata. How can I be of assistance today? Oh, absolutely. The safe is magnetically sealed and shielded with multiple layers of fully In the unlikely event our vessel is boarded and the threat detection alarm is triggered, the safe will be permanently sealed until it reaches port. In the even more unlikely event this ship is destroyed, we can assure you that your loved ones will be able to recover your goods from the wreckage. So, as you can imagine, your property will be completely secure until you decide to retrieve them from our safe. I've only seen it briefly myself, but I can assure you that it's... Unfortunately, the item is locked inside of our safe, which can only be accessed by presenting an appropriate claim ID. Is there anything else I can assist you with today? Well, if you change your mind... Have a safe journey.
I've done this particular cruise run several times, and I can assure you...
Must you continue these unwelcome interruptions? I'm a very busy woman. Probably in a few days. I don't want the award transfer to actually occur until we're safely in orbit at our destination. Of course, if I keep getting interrupted, the ceremony might never take place at all. Excuse me? And why in goodness' name? I should say so.
Can you believe the size of this cabin? It's large enough to accommodate a family of 12. God,
What a ridiculous waste of space.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping the ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
There's nothing quite like the view from the Starfield ballroom. It's breathtaking.
Captain Rokov is one of the most easygoing COs I've ever worked under. In fact, he doesn't act much.
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
Between you and me, the best part of my job is getting it cracked.
Listen. Can't hear the engines, can you? You're not gonna find better tuned engines anywhere else in the settled systems.
You're a guest of Captain Rokov, right? Welcome aboard. Between you and me, the best part of my job is
There's nothing quite like
These newer vessels more or less run autonomously, which doesn't leave much for the crew to do around here.
Trident must have spent a fortune equipping this ship with triple redundancy in almost every internal system.
Oh, sorry. You'll have to hack that on your own.
Every day that I wake up in my bunk, I count my blessings to have been posted to a ship like the Siren of the Stars.
This is one of Trident's top-of-the-line vessels. Hell of a ship, isn't it?
Captain Rokov said you're allowed in any of the crew-specific areas.
A Starview pass is required to enter the main ballroom.
Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Have you tried the canopies? Horrid. Positively horrid.
Any complaints about your crews should be directed to one of the staff.
Here for business or pleasure? Here for business or pleasure?
What is it now? As long as you remember that I'm getting paid my cut, I'll help you with anything you want. What's the status of your plan? Like the ship's purser probably told you, it's because the system is completely automated. The only way you're gonna get the award is by using Sheila's claim ID. But she's not going to just hand it over. Here, give her this. I'm certain it'll help. And if you're thinking of pulling the trigger on poor Miss Holbrook, remember that any gunfire. Get back to it.
Must you continue?
Nothing but the best
Excuse
for the
me?
society, eh?
And why in goodness... Oh my goodness. How did you know about that? There's no need to make a scene. If you're here to steal...
Please remain in designated passenger areas at all times. Have a safe journey.
This must be where passengers store their valuables while the siren is underway.
Sorry, do I know you? Look, I think you're definitely confused. I really don't have time to have a discussion with you. My partner's waiting for me. He's a very important man. His wife? Oh, for the love of God. I told Larry to keep his big mouth shut, but did he listen? No. He had to impress his friends and treat me like a trophy. Look, I've been in this business for a long time, and I know how this game works, so let's skip all the banter and get it over with. What's it gonna take to make us both happy? You're willing to pay me to give you dirt on Larry? Sorry, I thought I'd end up on the short end of the deal. You know, this whole thing really pisses me off. Larry and I had the perfect scheme worth thousands of credits all worked out, and then he goes and flushes the whole thing down the toilet.
If you're angry at anybody, it should be yourself for getting mixed up in this ridiculous scheme in the first place.
Judge me all you want, lady. At this point, if I'm going down, then all I'm focused on is dragging Larry down. Yeah, I'm getting to that. Larry got together with myself and this other guy, Gabriel Vera. He's some bigwig over at UC Security. I doctored the transactions, Larry wiped them off the system, and Vera kept the legal pressure off of us. We were scamming Galbank for months. It was going well until I discovered Larry was cheating everyone by changing each transaction in his favor before deleting them. I wish I had some. Maybe you should try talking to Gabriel Vera. He should be around here somewhere. If he doesn't want to cooperate, just mention my name. That should grab his attention. Good luck. You're gonna need it. I hope you hurt Dombrowski. Nail his ass.
In the event of a lockdown, remember to return to your cabin in
An open bar would have been nice.
Hello. You here for the charity event? Oh, I'm afraid that's a bit outside my wheelhouse. I work for UC Security, so I don't think I could be of much help. I have nothing to do with Galbank. Claudia sent you, did she? Look, friend, I don't know if you're just a little drunk, maybe a touch crazy, or both. Whatever you think you know about me, you're dead wrong. So back off.
You're a liar and an absolute disgrace to the United Colonies.
Just in case you weren't aware, I am the authorities. Anything you try to report will boil down to your word against mine. And since I work for UC Security, who do you think people will believe?
That view is absolutely spectacular.
I saw your little exchange with Vera. Keep that up and I guarantee that imbecile's gonna demand that you be arrested. Which is why he's threatening you. That makes sense. We need hard evidence of their scheme. But it's gonna be tricky. The problem is he's not gonna talk to you in public. We need to get Vera isolated so he'll spill everything he knows. Maybe, but if something goes wrong and he's able to raise an alarm, we're sunk. With all of these wealthy patrons aboard. Smart. If there's an emergency, standard practice is for all passengers to clear the decks and report to their cabins for lockdown. I think the best chance we have would be to tamper with the life support sensors. Manipulate a few controls, and you can fool the monitoring system into thinking there's a life support failure. And there you have your emergency.
Whatever it takes. He's talking about tampering with the only system keeping everyone on.
Don't worry. One more thing. I prefer you use that as a last resort, but hey, what's the harm in losing a few credits when I'm on the brink of rejoining the fleet, right? Anyway, I better start packing. Remember, the moment you shut down that system, the entire ship goes into lockdown.
I have an important personal decision to make, but I need to discuss something with you first. Phew, thank you. So, where to start? Before I was with the Navigator Corps, I was career military, part of the United Colonies Navy. When the Colony War broke out, I was posted as the chief navigator on a warship, the Dauntless. Well, the position didn't last long. There was a particularly bloody battle. We were fighting over a world in the Eta Cassiopeia system. Worst fighting I'd ever seen. We lost 12 ships that day. 12. Including my own. No. This is important. I need to tell you this. The ship was barely intact. The captain and first mate died the previous day, which put me in command. A shrewd captain would have called for the crew to abandon ship, but I was so angry. I wanted to stay. I needed to fight. I believe you. But you haven't heard the worst of this. We fought for hours, but the damage was fatal. I gave the order to abandon ship and the crew piled into the escape shuttle. As the shuttle launched, I could see it was damaged. I heard screams before the radio cut. The last thing I saw, they were spiraling helplessly towards the planet's surface. There was nothing I could do. You're sorry. For me? If I hadn't been so stubborn, so eager to prove that I could handle command, my crew would have had more time to escape. Try telling that to their loved ones. When the dust settled, the United Colonies gave me a medal. Can you believe that? A damn medal! I never even had a chance to find the shuttle wreckage and give my crew a proper burial. That's true, but still, it doesn't erase the real issue here. Remember when you said no one but me would have pushed harder to keep the Navigator Corps going? Well, this time, pushing too hard cost lives. Don't you get it? Everything I do, everything I touch, somehow falls apart. That's why I'm worried about us. After everything you've heard, all my stories, you still have faith. No one's ever cared about me this much. Not even Aja. You know, I've spent a lot of time thinking about us, about our relationship, how we've clearly become close. I practiced what I was going to say when the moment was right, and now that it's here, my mind's gone blank. Look, you deserve the best. Someone who can give themselves to you entirely. But right now, I have too much baggage. Too much on my mind. I hope you'll forgive me for pushing you away. I just need time.
So, what brings you aboard?
The society chair has really outdone herself.
There's some heavy security protecting this area, but judging from the fact that this is the life support control, it certainly makes sense.
Hold up. Wait a second. You're Captain Rocko's guest, right? Didn't expect to see you down here. Sorry to give you trouble. What can I do for you? Yeah, a little. A few. Don't get me wrong. Oh, sorry. Oh, really? Well, that changes things. Tell you what, I'm just going to step out for a bit and stretch my legs. Maybe you can hold this for me while I'm away? Remember not to touch anything, please.
It appears that we've definitely ruined the party. Everyone's gone.
This ship is in a state of emergency. Please return to your cabin immediately.
I was wondering if you were the cause of the ship-wide emergency. It's time you stop playing games and tell me why you're here. You're working for Ikande's little anti-pirating outfit? So what? I have nothing to do with the Crimson Fleet. And even if I suddenly decided to stay loyal to the old UC, why would I possibly want to incriminate myself by handing over evidence? Claudia said that. You sure? Damn it! That means my money's already gone. And Dombrowski's going to walk away with a fortune. I'd love to see the bastard fry. But if I give you that information and it falls into the wrong hands, I could end up in jail.
In an orderly fashion, and remain there until you receive further instructions.
Dombrowski had the authorization to wipe out records on Galbank's system. I let Claudia talk me into that. She said she had him wrapped around her finger. Apparently, she was wrong. Oh, I've got everything you're gonna need. This is a one-stop shop for you. We're talking a slate loaded with... It was my little insurance policy. At least I walk away with something. All right, here. With this slate and this recording to tie it all together, you'll be able to nail his ass to the wall. He'll do what? Just remember that you promised to leave me out of it. You better tell Dombrowski to run, because if you don't kill him, I will.
Well, well. You must be the one who's been accosting Claudia and Gabriel. I'm uncertain what you hope to accomplish here, but it appears we should rapidly enter into some sort of negotiation.
And remain there until you receive further instructions.
You don't actually believe that I'd venture into such precarious criminal... I'm uncertain why you've become entangled in this. Au contraire, my misguided friend. There's a bargain that needs to be hammered out, and you will listen to the facts before we proceed. First, it's clear that you've obtained insider knowledge of my arrangement to defraud Galbank. The means and the method, perhaps, but not the motive. And second, I'm going to hypothesize that my compatriots are despondent regarding their share and have assisted you with this endeavor. Since we're speaking and I'm not at the reporting end of a bullet, this leads me to conclude that you desire something personal from me. I pride myself on having an intensely thorough education, though I'd hardly call myself a professor. though I'm sure that your compliment also meant you were having trouble understanding what I've been saying. In blunt terms, you have compromising materials about me in your possession. The only thing I have to offer in return are my Gal Bank credentials. I assume that's what you've been angling for all along?
Oh, do get on with this. There's only so long I can stand being in the presence of this pig.
Well, I'm surprised you even posed that question at all. The answer is quite obvious. The last thing I'd want to do at this point is call attention to myself. Splendid. It appears we've reached an accord. Wait, I'm sorry. Let me simplify that for you. It sounds like we have a deal. Oh, of course, I trust you'll understand if I ask for us to avoid any further contact. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to formulate how I'm going to utterly ruin two very annoying business associates. Good day.
There's no cause for alarm. I'm sure this is just a minor malfunction or a drill. The Siren of the Stars is now in emergency. Remain calm.
Well, looks like everything worked out. Just like we planned. I wish you hadn't blown away the gambling debt that Sandino. But hey, you got the job done.
Please report to your cabins in an orderly fashion and remain
I'm glad
there
you feel that way. Just remember to tell Delgado how much I pitched in to help. You know, I'm still wondering exactly what you needed those credentials for. You feel like telling me, partner? Ah, so he told you to keep it from me. I see. I wouldn't want you to risk your position with the fleet like I did, so I'll just leave it alone. Anyway, I suppose there's nothing stopping me from rejoining the fleet now. It's been a long time coming. I owe you one, Doverleach. Nonsense. If there's one universal constant you can depend on, it's that Yevgeny Rokov always makes... Well, I suppose this is where we park.
All passengers, may I have your attention, please? The captain has declared a ship-wide emergency. Please report to your cabins in...
Might not be Jemison, but this ship is starting to feel... like home.
Nice. Clean set there. discuss.
You will be scanned as you enter the city. Please. Okay. What?
Wow. I feel...
Can you imagine how many credits flow through this place? Figuratively.
Hello. Welcome to the... the Galbank Archives. May I see your credentials, please? Just one moment while I verify. Oh, yes, Mr. Dombrowski. Welcome, sir. Give me a moment to log your visit, and then I'll unseal the archives. Me? No. Look, this is my first day on the job. Just cut me some slack, okay? I can't afford to lose it. Everything checks out. Give me a moment to log your vid. There we go. Have a wonderful day.
that we're here, perhaps we should remain silent about my background with the United Colonies.
Next time you see Bog, tell him to lighten up. Guy's got a real attitude problem. You want a kickback? Avoid the last Nova. All good.
Your buddy Rokov is aboard the Key. Told me everything that happened.
Yeah, he won't shut up about you. Keeps going on and on. Now I remember why we kicked his ass out the fleet. Yeah, that'd be a first.
All right, neighbor, you've made your point. Well, since you're vouching for Rokov, I guess we can give him another chance. All right, now that is out of the way, we can move on to the matter at hand. Crix's legacy. Speaking of which, let me see that data you copied from the Galbank archives. Ah, so the Galbank transport went down over Bannock 4. Bannock. Why does that sound familiar? Neva?
Yeah, keep your panties on. I'm looking it up. And I got it. Bannock 4. Let's see. Damn it. Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant. We can't even get a ship near the thing without frying every circuit aboard.
EM-class? Impossible. There isn't a ship in operation that can navigate that type of interference.
Yeah, Rook. Just like every other time we've gone on this worthless treasure hunt.
Both of you shut up and think for a second. I'm sure Creeks hit the same roadblock. All we need to do is figure out how he got around it.
This sounds like a goddamn waste of time to me.
No, this all makes sense. The data says the transport went down over Bannock 4, carrying currency during the Narian War. There were ships fighting across the entire galaxy back then. It's not that hard to believe this one got lost that far out from home. You better start talking. That's the spirit, Rook. That is the... Neva, the Galbank data says the transport had a CBR-27 transponder. Can we track that kind of thing?
That transponder is military grade. But before you get that pissy look on your face, I heard that the UC's been working on a ship signal decryption system called the comms. We grab that little beauty, and we'll be able to track anything you want.
All right, here is the plan, so shut up. Rook, I want you and Neva to put your heads together and get us that comm spike. I don't care if it's mounted at the top of mast. I want it. In the meantime, I'm going to find out more about this EM class.
Give me a little time to crunch the numbers on the comm spike with Jazz, and I'll point us in the right direction. Best we can. What are you, 5?
All right, that is enough. We are in arm's reach of Crix's... Now, both of you, get the hell out of here and get to work!
All right. Let's get this over with. Yes. Thanks for making me look good. I would have had to kill you otherwise.
As long as you put the fleet first, we won't have any problems.
All right, let's get right to it. Did you get the Earth Savior Award, or am I gonna be very disappointed? You couldn't find it.
Wow, Rook. Just... wow.
You had one simple task. Bring me the award. That's it. It's so easy. I could have gotten Jazz's Model A. Well, congratulations. Not only did you miss out on the award cash, you're also gonna take a hit from your regular pay. That's how things work around here. All right, Fleet? We've all got work to do, so let's get to it.
This is Freestar Space. Please hold your current speed and heading while we scan you for contraband. You're good to go. Have a nice time and...
saw one of the ensigns get an Alpha.
So I heard there was a bit of excitement on the Siren of the Stars. Your handiwork, I assume? Yes, and I heard there were no casualties. Excellent work.
Except for the eclectic hit squad that you took down at the Archives. We've taken care of that mess, by the way.
Speaking of which, I assume you copied the information from the Galbank's computers. Let me see what you got. So the Legacy went down at Bannock 4. Bannock 4. Why does that...
Bannock 4 is an EM-class gas giant, sir. There isn't a ship in the fleet that could safely get near that type of world. Good. That should slow them down for a while. Look, I spent all day listening to those idiots running in circles. Are you telling me I don't know my own job?
All right, calm down, Lieutenant. Even if Delgado has an immediate solution to the EM problem, there's still the matter of tracing the Legacy's transponder signal. They have information about the comm spike? Damn it.
I'm afraid I'm not familiar with that device, sir.
No, you shouldn't be familiar with it. It's a highly classified project. It's an advanced signal decryption and tracking device that the UC Navy's been working on for years. How the hell did the Crimson Fleet find out about that?
There must be an information leak somewhere, sir. It's the only thing that makes sense. I'll see what I can find out.
Fine. This is what we're going to do. You keep playing along and go after the comm spike. Lieutenant Toft and I will see what we can find out about Bannock 4. I don't see the point. The Crimson Fleet apparently has a pipeline of information flowing from somewhere within the UC military. Any attempt to move the comm spike would be a waste of time. We need to play this close. Perfect. Just stick with the plan and we'll see who gets to Krix's legacy first.